Let us talk about false friends today and why the sentence I become an old-timer and ich bekomme einen Oldtimer are both correct but mean two totally different things.
Welcome to YD. Why do Germans do things the way they do?
Eventually, you will learn something from this video. The German sentence eventuell wirst du etwas durch dieses Video lernen looks and sounds familiar but means a very different thing. Eventually in English means in the end. So at the end you will have learned something, but eventuell in German means possibly. So possibly you learned something from this video. Well, I hope so. By the way, how do you watch this video? If you use a smartphone, that might be handy, but in German it is a handy. The word handy is a German word that looks English but means mobile phone or cell phone. Quite handy, isn't it? But it does not always work so well with words from English. Passengers worried a bit when they could buy body bags in the duty-free area of an airport. The German company thought a body bag would be nice, a sling bag with all the lotions and potions for your body. Unfortunately, in English, a body bag is a bag for a dead corpse, ein Leichensack. And preparing for the worst case yourself before you enter a plane, that is very dark humor. But is this actually a problem? No, as it is no more aktuell. If something is aktuell in German, it's currently, is present, the latest news, for example. But in English, actual means really, no matter if it's a current thing. Lieber Arm dran als Arm ab. The letter arm could be the English arm between your body and your hand, while the small written arm in German means poor. Literally, better poor than with one arm off. But of course, this works only with the German arm. If you will have a bald soon, in Germany, you have bald eine Glatze, as the German bald is soon and the English bald is Glatze. Some people think bald men are brave, and Germans hope die Kinder sind brav. So the English brave is mutig with courage, while brav in German means well behaved. Could you think of an apart picture, ein apartes Bild? No, because the English apart means away from or besides something, and one picture alone can't be besides if there is nothing else. But the German apart means fancy, and even a single picture can be fancy. By the way, Bild in German sounds similar to build in English, but the German one is a picture and the English one means a construction. So a picture could be art of a special German art. So the English art is something you may have in a museum of modern art, while the German art means kind of. So the art could be in the kind of modern art or classic art. A German brand is very dangerous for a museum, while some English brands are in a museum. The German brand means fire, while the English brand is a certain company's brand, like BMW. In the US, they call the BMW Beamer, while in Germany, a Beamer is a projector. Sometimes there are even more than one. Are you bright? Or bist du breit? Are two totally different things, especially if you ask the bride. The bride is a woman going to the altar to be married, and if you are bride, you are very clever. But if you are breit in German, you are drunk. But usually, breit means wide, like breite Straße, a wide road. If someone asks you if you are the chef, the head cook in a restaurant, you might even be a German chef when you are also the owner or boss in the restaurant. The food in an English restaurant can hardly be delicate, but in a German restaurant it is sometimes delicat. Delicate could be sensitive as a sensitive topic, but also soft in English, but in German, delicat is usually used as delicious or exquisite. Seafood could be delicious. You know, the sea is not der See in German, as the sea is an ocean or Meer, while der See is a lake. And if a German says sieh, it means look, and is a form of the verb sehen, for to look. And the plural of See is also sehen, but without the H in sehen. If your child is kind, our Kind is nett, as kind in English means nice, while a Kind in German is a child. And while your ankle might hurt, my ankle is a child of my child. The English ankle is just above your foot, while the German ankle is your grandson. And all of that you will learn in a gymnasium in Germany, but not in a gymnasium or gym for short in the USA. As the English gymnasium is a place you make sports, while the German gymnasium is the highest school before you study. Funny enough, in ancient Greece, the gymnasion was a place to train body and mind. Oh, the sentence from the beginning. I become an old timer means either I will be an old man or I will be a man who knows what to do, while the German sentence Ich bekomme einen Oldtimer means I get a vintage car. Become is I will be, I will transfer into, while the German bekommen means to get. Do you know the animal called eagle? It is really a different one to the English eagle. If you go into the kitchen, then you might prepare a meal, while if you go into a German kitchen, then you are in a prison. A German find that curious, and you might be curious what that is. The German kurios means strange, mostly in a positive or funny manner, and the English curious, neugierig like, inquisitive. So stay curious. Remarks, addition, and comments in the comments. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.